Hi, my name's Wayne Natman. I'm the Regional Director for Australasia, and we're about to meet a lovely couple named Stewart and Carol Bridgen. They have 2 adult children, they're God TV viewers, God TV angels. Let's go and find out a little bit more about their story. So thank you so much, Stewart and Carol, for having us as God TV coming into your home so that viewers all over the world can see what's happening in Australia. Guys, can you just tell us about why you love God TV so much?
Well, God TV is just solid ministry. The revivals, the teaching, the prophetic, the prayer, every part of what you need to live your Christian life. It addresses all those parts, and so we just love having it on 24/7.
Great. Look, now I understand you guys are God TV angels,
Yes.
and we're so thankful for that you've joined our family.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about how that came about?
So I'm not really sure when, probably a couple of years ago up in Sydney when God TV actually launched here in Australia, and God TV Angels was one of the things that really captured my attention. I thought, yep, we've got to be one of those.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, I think you were one of the first, if not the first families to be one of the God TV angels back then.
Yeah, that's right, I believe so.
Obviously God TV are very much in tune with broadcasting what God's doing now, the moves of God and revival. Can you tell us about what you like about that here in Australia?
Well, we've been watching the Bay Revival at the moment. Of course, there was the Lakeland one, which was phenomenal, and I personally experienced healings through watching God TV. The Bay Revival is just like another level up. It's just fantastic to see what God's doing, what's happening over in Mobile. It's happening here in Australia as well. So we're really thankful to God TV for bringing us that footage, so we are able to connect and experience what God's doing all around the world.
I actually like watching just the superscripts that comes across, and you can actually see the stories that are happening. People are telling where they're watching from and what's actually happening.
Now, I also understand you guys financially give towards God TV for broadcasting the revivals?
Yeah, absolutely. It's our heart to see, this revival go all across the world.
What actually happens is every time we do some savings, we get to a certain figure and then God challenges us about this money.
I was watching NASA preaching. Everything he was saying was exactly what God was speaking to me about. It was so direct. It was phenomenal. And I just knew that I had to participate in the giving. And that's when I rang Stewart and said, we've got to give. That money's gone. It's not actually gone. We have sown the money, and so God told me exactly how to sow it, and we sowed it for a certain portion for each one of our family members, like the kids and ourselves. From the very next week, things started turning around.
Yeah, well, what things were happening in your lives?
Well, for the kids especially, it's like God took care of them first. They both got jobs. My daughter and her husband, they got a house. And then miraculously, we got another home because we had to move out of our home and we didn't have anywhere to go. We knew we had to just pack up. And God provided us with a house the very same week. He provided our daughter and son-in-law with a house.
What would you guys say to those people that may be watching right now on Missions Week that are thinking about partnering and connecting with the God TV family in their regions? What would you say to them if they were thinking about contributing?
Look, the thing is, we are sowing into something fantastic. It is taking the gospel where it would normally go. From the testimonies, it just shows that what's happening, God's doing something in the earth. And if you want to be a part of it, I would say give.
Yeah, for me, I like to actually think of it this way. Money can't actually buy the stories and the testimonies we hear on God TV. You only need to actually go and ask those people for yourself. Was it worth it that somebody paid for me to watch this on television? And that for me is enough.
Well, thank you so much, Stewart and Carol, for having me and the camera crew in your home. We really appreciate the time that we've spent with you, and thank you for sharing your story. We really appreciate you guys.